Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading for Capricorn. This is a self-reflection reading. If you've never been to one of my self-reflection readings before, the idea behind them is every now and then we have a little bit of healing work that we need to do, but sometimes we just don't know where to look. So this is a helpful nudge from Spirit to let us know what kind of work needs to be done. So if you do like the reading today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. If you don't find anything in this message for you today, then don't forget to check your other placements. You may find a message in there for you. If you do like the content and you want to come back at some point and find more messages by me, then don't forget to hit that subscribe. And if you press the notification bell, it will let you know of any other messages when I do post them up. So this is a timeless reading, but today is the 6th of August, not April. Don't know why I've got April in my head. But yes, 6th of August. But whenever this falls into your feed is whenever it's likely to be relevant for yourself. And it will include your past, your present and your future because it is a self-reflection read. Okay. We get one more card, please, Spirit. Thank you very much. Okay, so in your overall energy, we've got this Knight of Pentacles. So that's telling me that you were doing a lot of planning. You're considering what moves you want to take. You are making a decision on how to get there. You're planning. You are very much setting your objectives. You're waiting to set off. So it's like you're starting, or you've made your plans, you know what you want, you're making your plans to move towards it. It is slow progress though. You might have started that journey already, or you may have not started it yet. It's very likely that you have started it because you're not in a stuck energy. It's just very much slow and steady wins the race at the moment. Now, how are you talking to yourself? We've got this 5 of Wands. So you are currently kind of, it's like you're challenging yourself quite a lot. Could very much be telling yourself that you're in a lot of competition with other people. You could just be challenging yourself quite a lot to think differently, to act differently. Yeah, it's very challenging, that 5 of Wands. It is telling me that you do want to avoid any sort of conflict and drama with other people. It could be that you find it challenging to work with others at the moment. Let's get some clarification on that 5 of Wands, please, Spirit. Don't know why I've decided to use the tiniest cards I own, but that's what I've decided. Let me clarify that 5 of Wands, Spirit. Okay, so we have a 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Let's get this closer to the camera. Now that's telling me that you are telling yourself you need to release something. It could also be telling me that you are telling yourself that you don't have very much stability. That could potentially be why you're very much in competition with somebody or something. You feel like you need more stability. You are very much lacking it. We do have the Devil as well. So that is telling me that you are very much obsessing over something. That Devil there has got money in one hand and an ice cream in the other. So he's very much obsessing. You're very much obsessing over indulgences potentially. It could be that maybe you've got some sort of negative trait, or maybe you are addicted to something. You could be addicted to overspending with that 4 of Pentacles being in the reverse, and that's potentially why you've got this Devil here. Maybe in that challenge you're conflicted. You might be in competition with people because of how you're acting. And we have this 2 of Swords as well. Now that's in the reverse, so that's telling me that you have got a decision that needs to be made, or you may have even made a decision recently, but you didn't have all the information behind it with making that decision. So you've made it very fast or you're going to be making it very fast. You're not going to have all the information, but it's potentially that you're going to make it without considering anybody else as well. So it's very much like whatever this Five of Wands, whatever this bit of competition is that you're facing, I do think it's an internal competition. I think you're having a battle on the inside of yourself, and it's very much something that you haven't fully saw, or you haven't fully seen it yourself. You're not quite sure why you're battling within yourself. But yeah, with this Four of Pentacles, it is telling you that you are in need of stability. And like I say, that Devil there is very much you indulging yourself, possibly obsessing over something. It can also be, you know, there's some falsehoods going on, which could very well be with regards to this Two of Swords as well. Because this is, you know, making decisions without consideration, without thought. You're not having the time and the space to think clearly. So it could very well be that you are potentially battling with yourself. You know, you've got that competition, you're having challenges because you're overspending because you don't think about things. And some sort of obsession or some greedy need, or, you know, some kind of toxic behaviour that you may have is driving the whole thing. Now, what you are hiding from yourself out of shame or fear, we've got the Moon card. So potentially you've been keeping secrets, possibly from yourself. The fact that you don't have clarity is potentially giving you shame, or you could be ashamed that you're making decisions without having the full clarity of a situation. You could just be scared of the dark, as simple as that is, because the Moon is very much a card about darkness, not having, you know, not having the clarity, being kept in the dark. And it's also about fear. You know, you could literally be scared of fear itself. Let's get some clarification on that. Okay, so we've got a King of Pentacles. So the need for stability is definitely there. So King of Pentacles, somebody that's stable, reliable, very good at work, very skilled, loyal. We've got a Page of Cups, so it's like offering some sort of, you know, somebody that's creative. And then we've got this Nine of Wands. So somebody who's got their boundaries up, defending themselves, trying not to get hurt. I think something that you've got in the dark are potentially feelings about a possible King of Pentacles. Or it could just be what you really, really want. Maybe you want that stability. You want the creativity, but you don't know how to get it because you're constantly defending yourself against things. Maybe you are somebody that has some great ideas, but people shoot you down a lot and you don't know why, and you keep yourself in the dark about it, so you don't follow any of your ideas. But it does suggest to me that you want stability, but you're scared of what will happen if you go follow your dreams and go for it. Maybe this is a person, the King of Pentacles, maybe it's somebody that's representing something for you. And with that Page of Cups there, maybe you don't know what their feelings are towards you. So you potentially guarding yourself. Maybe they are somebody that may have come into your life recently, or you might find that you're constantly doing battle with them and you're trying to guard your feelings to make sure you don't get hurt any further, but you don't know what their intentions are. And you're scared of them hurting you. You're scared of being kept in the dark. Now, what you can do to help heal yourself at the moment, what healing you've got access to. We've got this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So that's telling me that potentially, yes, accepting the fact that you may not be abundant at the moment, accepting the fact that you may not have much money at the moment, potentially acting a little bit wild, letting your hair down, having a little bit of fun. Is what I'm seeing with that Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So maybe you are not very often having fun, but this is telling me that you need to bring some fun in. Let's get some clarification on that. Of course, I had to drop a tiny card on the floor. Okay, so we've got a Seven of Cups that's come up to the inner side. So you've got some choices to make, which are a bit of a challenge, potentially to do with having some fun. It could even be to do with, you know, owning the fact that you're not particularly stable at the moment. You've not got much money around, so possibly having a look through your finances, making some choices on what it is you really want, and looking at how to go towards it. I think you're already doing a lot of that with that Knight of Pentacles energy, to be fair. Here's that Knight of Pentacles again. So potentially not necessarily making full plans, but just moving ahead. So try not to make firm decisions at this point in time. Just, you know, move ahead. You may not have a full direction just yet, but that's fine because you've got some choices in front of you and you haven't decided what's good for you just yet. So moving forward, not necessarily picking a direction just yet, because it could very well be that you haven't decided on the right decision or the right direction, or you might have just not found the direction that's for you just at this point in time. You do have a Nine of Cups in the reverse as well, so that's telling me do be careful what you wish for. You know, happiness will come to you and you will get what you want. Just be careful with it, especially with it being, you know, Lionsgate at the moment. If you're watching it in real time, you have got that manifestation energy that is around. So yeah, be careful what you wish for, because if you wish for the wrong thing, it could go the wrong way. So I believe this is why this Knight of Pentacles is there, telling you to potentially not choose anything at this point in time because you haven't made a full decision. So going in one direction might not necessarily be the best thing just yet, because you've still got a bit of a choice to make. We do have the Eight of Wands as well. So it's also telling you to be careful when you're doing your communication to people. Try not to miscommunicate things and take your time. You know, go slow. You don't need to rush into anything at this point in time. Yes, if you are looking for stability, then obviously you will want to look at something that is going to help you be stable. But it is telling me, you know, to make sure that you treat yourself, make sure that you're looking after yourself with this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. If you're not abundant at the moment, don't worry about it. Something will come along at some point. You do have some choices that you do need to make, like I say, but until you've made that choice, just go with the flow. Try not to sit and obsess over something, because I think that is what you're doing with this Devil potentially, and you could end up manifesting it. So try not to obsess, especially if it's something negative. And like I say, be careful with your communication, because this Eight of Wands can very well be some miscommunication. So do be careful with that. If you do have miscommunication, don't jump straight into it. Don't jump to it. You know, just go with the flow, and yeah, just let it all come to you. And just remember that the universe is bringing everything to you that you need, and you just need to release negativity. Now, what you need to release, it's that Seven of Cups in again to the side. So this indecision that we've got here, that you need to do something with, you need to release it. You need to make a choice. So at some point, you either need to own the fact that you've got options or make a choice. They are your they are your choices, literally. Understand the fact that you can do anything you want because you've got choices, or make a choice. Get rid of the fact that of the indecision. You know, it's one or the other, and release that indecision. It could very well be that you very much don't know what you want. You know, you don't know whether to. I mean, it could be that you maybe you're looking for a new job, but you don't know what kind of job you want to go for. You know, that's a bit of indecision. It could very well be that you want to go for a new job. You've got about 6 or 7 new jobs waiting for you, all in the same kind of industry, but you can't decide between a job. That's having options. It could very well be that you have got lots of different applications for a job. You've been offered quite a few, and you make a decision on one of them. That's making a choice. But not deciding what you want to do is the indecision. Okay, so if it's something where you don't know what you want to do, then still go for anything. Don't sit there and stagnate and not do anything. You know, it's the whole thing of moving towards a choice. Even if you don't know what it is that you want, there's nothing stopping you moving in a forward direction. So like I say, if it's with regards to a job, put applications in for a lot of different things. You know, and then when you get offers, see which one you prefer out of them. There's nothing stopping you working and applying for other jobs. You know, it's easier to get a job if you've got a job than it is if you don't have one. But yeah, so it's very much that sort of thing. Same with if you are looking at relationships. Potentially you may have come out of one. You're in that energy of, do I want to move forward and meet someone else? Or do I want to stay single? Do I want to go back to the old person? And you're sitting in that place where you just can't decide. That's indecision. When you're sitting doing nothing because you don't know what you want to do. You know, having options is different to doing nothing at all because you don't know what to do. So it is definitely a case of you need to release that indecision. So let's get some clarification on this 7 of Cups, please, Spirit. So we've got a 3 of Swords coming out to the side. So some sort of challenge with regards to some sort of heartbreak. It doesn't necessarily mean it's with a person. Could have been, again, if you had a job that you really enjoyed and you've been made redundant, you know, it's going to cause you some sort of heartbreak. So coming out and healing from that heartbreak is going to be quite challenging. If it's regard to a person, again, you know, it's that healing part. It's moving forwards from it. It's making that decision of what you want to do and trying to and healing. We have a Wheel card, which is telling me that you need to end this cycle. You need to release it. You need to let it go. You need to move forward. And we have a Chariot that is also coming out to the side, telling me that you were feeling very stuck at the moment and you were not making a decision and you're not moving forward. So you need to release that non-movement. You need to move forward and release the complete indecision. Okay? Now, in what you need to embrace, we have this Page of Swords. That Page of Swords is very much telling me that you might be doing maybe you're doing some research on something, if it's with regards to jobs or finance. You know, you're doing a bit of research. It's telling me that you might not know what you want to do just yet, but part of how you release your indecision is by doing research. Even if you don't know what it is you want to research, you know, looking certain things up, it will help you with that. Let's get some clarification on that Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords can also be that you're being subject to gossip. So it could be quite challenging to deal with that at the moment. That could be part of whatever this heartbreak is that you need to release. But it is suggesting to me that you do embrace the fact that this is going on and take it as something that you need to learn from. You can ignore it. That's absolutely fine. It is the whole thing of, I mean, that's potentially what this Five of Wands with the conflict is. Maybe you're going through a period where somebody's gossiping about you and you're finding it quite hard to deal with. Now we've got a Six of Wands in the reverse. So it is telling me that you're not getting the recognition that you do deserve with regards to something. So that could potentially be where this gossip's coming in. But it's also telling me with a Magician in the reverse that it is affecting your self-esteem. So you need to release your indecision up here, okay? And then what it's telling you to embrace is, yes, you may not always get the recognition you deserve, but you don't do things for the recognition, you know? So you may be subject to other people's gossip and rumours, and people may be trying to influence you with this Magician in the reverse. You may feel like you're unskilled and you don't have things going for you, but you have an Ace of Swords, which is a brand new beginning, and it's finding your truth and your clarity. And what this Page of Swords is doing is it's looking up, it's deep thinking, it's researching, it's investigating. What is your truth and what is your clarity? So embracing your truth, embracing that you may need to cut people out, and figuring out what it is that you want, you know? You might not have the best skills. You may not have the confidence to go forward, but finding your truth will help you understand what it is that you actually want from life. You know, understanding you, understanding your truth, understanding your nature. You may even get a message from somebody else telling you some sort of truths that you've been looking into that has caused you to feel a bit self-conscious and like you've like you're being not celebrated, not given the recognition you deserve. Then you could very well be getting a message as to why that is, which will bring you out of this. But it is telling me for now, just embrace it, you know? Embrace that you may not be getting recognition, but like I say, you don't do things for the recognition. You do things because they're right, they make you happy. If you're doing things for the recognition, that's where it's all devil work. Not devil work, but it's selfishness. You don't do things for people to do the same back or to praise you, because that is literally a massive ego-driven thing that is all influenced by devil energy, you know? The devil is big ego-driven energies. The Magician there, like I say, may make you feel like you're lacking some skills. You might be lacking some self-esteem because you're not getting the recognition you deserve, or you feel like you deserve. But this Ace of Swords here is telling me that you are going to get the truth and the clarity of the situation. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. You are doing some investigating potentially into this, and you are going to get that truth and clarity. If it is, like I say, somebody gossiping about you that's causing you some issues, you know, they're gossiping about you because potentially they're very jealous about you, which is very likely to be what this Ace of Wands is going to tell you. You know, they may be making people see you in a different light, causing you to be unpopular. It could be giving you very low self-esteem, but there is a secret behind it that is going to come out. So yes, it might be something that could be affecting you at the moment, but just bear with it, embrace that it is happening, and you will get that clarity at the end of it, okay? Something will come out that you weren't expecting, some sort of message and clarity. Okay, let's get you, I'm going to get you an Angel of Light Oracle, we'll get you some Moonology cards, and I'm going to get you a Witch's Kitchen Oracle as well. See if there's any more messages that Spirit would like to convey for you. Start with the Angel of Light. That's too many, Spirit. One at a time, not quite that many. There's quite a lot of words on them. Thank you. Okay, so creativity. The angels suggest that you explore your creative potential now. That's that page of cups. Creativity is an energy for adventure and change. It may herald a new idea, inspiration for a book, an artistic vision, or a new project. Let your imagination flow. If you do not know how to channel the force, you may feel restless or dispirited. So ask your angel to help you to direct your creative energy towards something worthwhile. The angel wisdom reminds you that you are co-creator with the divine. Use your power with wisdom and joy. Your affirmation: I enjoy my creative powers and use them for the highest good. So get your creative juices flowing. Stop worrying about what other people are going to think about it. If it's something that you enjoy doing, it's something you enjoy doing. You do not need to be scared about what other people think. Because at the end of the day, it's you that's doing it. It's your life. They are not living your life. Right, let's get you some Moonology cards. We get 2 more, please, Spirit. And give me 3. Okay, so we have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. A new start is coming with the new moon. And a time for healing. Balsamic moon. I have no idea when any of those moons are. Just putting it out there. Not a clue. Right, let's get you a Witch's Kitchen Oracle. I would like to say that I know the moon phases, but yeah, Rob, can't say I've been studying them recently. I know roughly when the full moon is. I know roughly when the new moon is. I'm pretty sure we've just had a new moon. So I don't know when the next one is. 4 weeks, roughly. 3 weeks' time, roughly. Right. In fact, is it? Not sure. Okay, so Witch's Kitchen then. So we've got onion for tears and parsley for death. Sounds amazing. Let's get some messages behind those. Yeah. So onion then. Your emotions seem to be running the show, and crying over spilt milk is not the answer in getting to the root of your sensitive outbursts. If you slice me in half, the chemical irritant will certainly give you something to cry about. My defensive attack is familiar to any kitchen witch, but be brave and fight back the onslaught of teardrops unless you wish to season your meal with salty tears. Instead, use my pungent aromatic flavour to transform any dish, and after consumption you will find that you have the power of banishment upon your breath. Plant my bulbs around your property for protection, or slice me in 2. Slide the name of your perpetrator on a piece of paper and seal it with a pin or 2 to banish them. I'll soak up negativity, strengthen your immune system and heal your wounds, and because I grow so quickly, I'm a wizard accelerating the potency of fertility spells. Now that is definitely not something to cry about. Can't say I do many spells myself, or any spells, to be honest, but I do eat a lot of onions, so you know, hopefully it's soaking up a lot of negativity out of my immune system. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I'm not a Capricorn, but my sister's a Capricorn. I don't know if she eats a lot of onions though, to be fair. She's quite negative, so probably not. If you're watching this, I'm sorry, but you are. Right, so parsley then, death. The change you've been resisting won't go away. The end is nigh, and there's nothing you can do to prevent it. You need to release that indecision. Wear me as a garland around your neck when feasting to ward off intoxication. But if you find you are in need of parsley, it could indicate terminal illness, and you may well lose your appetite. Oh dear. Instead of fearing me when I garnish your plate, you are reminded of your own precious mortality as I protect your food from contamination. Take a leaf out of my book and remain grounded, for I am an uprooted. For if I'm uprooted, I bring bad luck to your household. Hold a spring for effortless communion with those who have passed over, but never mention the name of the living when you hold me in your hands. A death of the old welcomes in magical opportunities as you finally let go. My presence is an auspicious omen at the time. Wow. And there's me putting parsley in with fish sauces. Yeah. Make sure it's planted in your garden. Don't eat it. Unless you want a communion with the dead. Yeah, interesting. But then it tells you, there's a recipe down here for clearing the body of toxins and water retention and bloating, which tells you to put parsley in some water with some other bits. So clearly it's not all about death, because it clearly helps you clear bloating. But yeah, so to be honest with you, from what I take from that is very much that you still need to release things from the past. So again, that indecision that kept coming up very much seems to be what it is, releasing that indecision and completing that cycle that you've been holding on to. Right, well, I hope you Capricorns have enjoyed your message today. If you have, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. Good luck, and thank you for joining me.